Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you a place where the Buddha was basically a Greek god. This was a real-life crossroads where people from the East and West created the most insane art you've ever seen. This isn't a fantasy movie, this was ancient Afghanistan. Check this out. This is what one of the giant Buddhas of Bamiyan looked like for 1,500 years. It was massive, colorful, and supposedly covered in gold. A symbol of peace literally carved into a mountain. And this is what it looks like today. A giant, empty hole. Everyone knows this was destroyed. But the story of how it was built in the first place is 100 times crazier than you think. To figure it out, we're becoming archaeological detectives. We're digging through dust to find a lost chapter of history, and our mission starts right now. You've probably heard Afghanistan called the graveyard of empires. That sounds intense, right? But it's only half the story, because every empire that died here left something behind. Our first clue is from over 2,000 years ago. A Greek soldier, thousands of miles from home. In 330 BC, Alexander the Great marched his entire army over these mountains. But he didn't just conquer it, he completely changed it. He built actual Greek cities with gyms and theaters in the middle of Afghanistan. This city, Ai-Khanoum, was a Greek metropolis in Central Asia. That is insane. The Greeks brought their art, their philosophy, and their gods. They carved statues of Heracles. And the craziest piece of evidence is this stone with two languages on it, Greek and Aramaic. It was a message from a super powerful emperor. But he wasn't Greek. He was the Indian emperor Ashoka the Great. And he wasn't talking about Greek gods, he was talking about Buddha. This is our second huge clue. In the 3rd century BCE, Emperor Ashoka sent his people to spread Buddhism all over this Greek-filled land. So you have a philosophy of peace traveling down the same roads as soldiers. The Silk Road wasn't just for buying and selling stuff anymore. It became a super highway for ideas. And for centuries, this new religion got huge, especially with the help of the Kushan Empire, which took over the region. The Kushan Emperor, Kanishka, loved Buddhism, and under him, something absolutely unbelievable started to happen. These two massive cultures, the Greek artists and the Buddhist spiritualists, started to merge. This wasn't a war. They were talking to each other, and what they created would change the world forever. This was the birth of Greco-Buddhist culture. Now let's start the uncovering the lost world, where Buddha met Heracles. And this is where our investigation finds the most insane evidence yet. For a long time, artists had a problem. You weren't supposed to show what Buddha looked like. But these guys were surrounded by Greek art that made gods look like perfect humans, so they had a crazy idea. They created a Buddha that looked like a Greek god. He had the face of Apollo, his robes looked like a Greek toga, and he had perfect curly hair. This was Buddha, but seen through a Greek filter. It was genius. But it gets even crazier. They took the Greek hero Heracles, the strongest guy ever with his giant club, and made him the bodyguard for the Buddha. A Greek demigod protecting the Buddha. That's two different worlds creating something completely new and sacred. Monasteries turned into giant art schools. The 7th century traveler Xuanzang saw it all. His journals say this place was filled with thousands of monasteries, and he described the giant Bamiyan statues, glittering with gold and jewels, standing like lighthouses for travelers. He was literally witnessing a golden age, a world built on getting along, where ideas from India, Persia, and Europe didn't just crash. They created something brand new. The craziest part is this isn't a myth. It's 100% real. Scientists just used satellites and found thousands of undiscovered ancient sites all over Afghanistan. This story is still being uncovered right now. Let me know in the comments. What's the most mind-blowing part of this to you? So what happened? How did this incredible world just vanish? It didn't happen in one day. It was a slow-motion collapse. Starting in the 7th century, new armies brought Islam to the region. And this wasn't an instant wipeout. Places like Bamiyan actually survived for hundreds of years under Muslim rule. But over time, the money ran out, the monasteries emptied, and the Silk Road got less important. The whole Crossroads just went quiet. Later, the Mongols showed up in the 13th century and completely leveled cities, burying this entire world. Its art was smashed and forgotten, just waiting for people like us to find it again. But the final, most brutal ending happened in our lifetime. In March 2001, the Taliban pointed cannons at the Bamiyan Buddhas and blew up 1,500 years of history. The whole world watched in shock. So we're back where we started, at the empty halls in Bamiyan. It's easy to just see the destruction, and that loss is huge. But the story of this place is never just about destruction. It's about survival. You have to hear about the Afghan museum staff who hid 20,000 priceless gold artifacts from the Kushan era. They risked their lives to save these treasures, hiding them in secret vaults. Because of them, we can solve this puzzle today. Today, people from all over the world are working to save what's left. There's even talk about whether the smaller Buddha could be rebuilt one day. The investigation is still going. Afghanistan wasn't a graveyard for empires. It was a giant furnace where civilizations were melted down and turned into something new. The Greek hero, the Buddhist monk, the Kushan king, they're all still here, in the art that was saved, and the ruins we haven't even dug up yet. That empty space at Bamiyan isn't just a hole, it's an echo. It proves that the most amazing things in human history happen when different worlds dare to meet. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye and see you soon.